So you started your relationship with Bryan as the family caretaker. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so he had just recently got divorced, and I was moving home, and he needed help, with his work schedule, getting the kids to school, and we just became really close as like a little best friends and family. I love his kids, and as the kids got older, he moved to Tennessee and ended up needing help after a surgery, and I came over to help him.
How old are the kids?
There's 21, 17, and 14.
Okay, so they're older.
Yeah.
So they're no longer in the house.
No,
Okay,
but
got
they were from Oregon, so they felt more comfortable going back to school there. And
Okay.
and Bryan, he can't, take them to the movies and do all the dad things he wishes he could do.
Because of his surgery.
Okay. It's been a lot.
So how has the relationship grown? How did the relationship grow, first of all?
Well, he trusts me with his life, which is his kids, and so we've always been really close and always kind of, had a flirty relationship, kind of. But the kids were young. He was newly single. I knew that he needed to go have his fun, wild time, and I stayed home with the kids. And I don't know, now that we're around each other 24/7 too, and just, we always kind of had that. And the kids are older, because at the time they probably wouldn't have understood.
How long have you been together? Or how long have you been in the house being a caretaker?
Well, since 2015, and then we had like a short break where he moved out here, and I did my own thing. And when I got here in March of 22, he had his first surgery on April 1st, and then it just kind of like got closer and closer, and decided our feelings changed.
Now that the children are gone, do you still have household responsibilities?
Yeah, I do everything. Housekeeper.
Yeah, it sounds like you have all the roles.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I know he has a lot of stress as well from being off of work. He's always been like the provider for his family.
So why are you upset with Bryan?
Well, since we've been together, I knew that there were photos, and I know guys will be guys. It's not like a huge deal to me, but I think because we're around each other so much, there's been heated arguments are escalating, and he has a very loud voice sometimes. So I know he's sorry. He says things that he doesn't mean when he's upset, and promises me he's gonna stop doing those things. So it's made me feel insecure. Well, since he's in bed, getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner served to him.
You serve him in bed?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's because he can't walk. And so that would cause a lot of arguments in front of the kids. I don't like that.
Tell me about the pictures in the phone.
It's a lot of pictures in the phone.
A lot.
Yeah, and I know that he's not just sitting there doing it, but he tells me he's gonna get rid of them, but then they just reappear. And he's the one that called the show because he wants to prove to me that he's not doing this on purpose, or he's not trying to hide them.
I'm not doing, but she's saying I'm doing, and it's the worst.
So do you have explicit photos on your phone?
To me, they're not explicit because they were just jokes. They were just joking around. I was photoshopping. I was doing stupid things, and to me, they're not explicit. To anybody else in the audience, they would probably be explicit, but they're stupid ones with my cousins, my brothers, and just dumb things, And,
Got it.
So
then what do you think the problem is in the relationship?
The problem is the bickering concept. We don't know how to communicate. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I feel like if I go out there to be with her on the TV, just to hang out with her, she finds a reason to be upset over that. And then if I'm in the room, then I'm getting bitched at for not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to be there.
Got it. Makes sense. You tell my producers things escalated in August of 2023. What happened?
Well, in August, January 2023, I had asked a gal that I messed with back in the day, and to go on the cruise. I was going on a cruise. And April, she had wrote back and told me she couldn't go. That was it. Amy had a chance to go. I asked her if she wanted to go to the cruise. She didn't want to go. So in August 2023, I went down there, and my whole intention was just to go meet my grandkid for the first time. And so that's all I was going down there for. I wasn't going down there to go party, but then I got accused of being at a strip club. I never was at a strip club, so I don't know where that came from. And then it's fast forward, I come home on the cruise, and the one time I lied about the porn, I had a porn on my phone, and I was embarrassed, and I flipped my phone over real quick. And but then that's when I feel like it went downhill from there.
Set everything off.
Yeah.
Got it. And how do you feel about the fact that she has cameras in your room?
I don't mind the cameras in the room. What I mind is the sneakiness. Like if you're gonna record me with better equipment, you know, where you can see it. You know, like, to see that. And that's what I'm not saying that as a clowning her, you know, by no means, but I got to the point where I put cameras in my room myself so I could put them there, but I didn't know how to make it work.
So the 3 times I asked to see them, there was nothing. It didn't work. The batteries were dead, or like there was an excuse on why I couldn't see something.
Got it.
So,
So
like,
that's why you put your own in there.
It wasn't even a photo. It was like I was like sitting my camera on the dresser and he wouldn't know it was there.
Got it. Okay. Do you say hurtful things to each other?
Definitely, I have, yeah, and I'm horrible at it. And I've got worse, and that's
It just made me turn into that, and I hate it.
That's the reason why I wrote you, is because I don't like the person I'm being.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, listen, it's time to unlock the phone. First, we're going to go with Amy. All right, here we go. Bryan wants to know if Amy has been communicating with her ex. Amy says she has not. My unlock the phone investigators searched her phone and found that Amy is telling the truth. Bryan, you want to know if Amy has been communicating with any other men. Amy says she's not. My unlock the phone investigators searched her text and found that Amy is telling the truth. Bryan, you want to know if Amy has any explicit photos on her phone. Amy says she does not. My unlock the phone investigators searched her photos and found that Amy is not telling the truth. We found 21 pages of explicit photos from your phone on Amy's phone. So it's the photos that I guess she got from you that is on her phone. And all of these photos are nudes from Bryan's phone. Amy has the screenshots and recording of these photos.
And that's how I feel like this is causing this to come constantly downloading to my phone, because they're on her phone, and then she's hooked up to my iCloud, so they're constantly coming back and forth.
Yeah.
And I don't even touch them.
All right.
I don't have your iCloud password.
Huh?
I don't have your iCloud password.
I had my iCloud.
These are the photos that you've seen already that are from
Yeah.
your phone. Thank you so much.
They're probably this stupid, like, joke, you know, it's like...
They're talking about tried it.
Like he did some silly Photoshop ones of to send to his cousin.
Let me
and,
see. I haven't seen
those,
these.
but the ones that are clearly are a joke and ones that aren't a joke, like you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of naked women on the phone.
But there are a lot of duplicates too, as well.
There's a lot of duplicates as well.
But even if
so
they're
it's like
old, since our relationship got to a point where he's made me feel bad, just get rid of it so I don't have it's not on my
I
face.
have got rid of it though. That's the thing, and it's like
we need an investigator to figure out why they're getting there. Then
I mean, I don't
well, we can tell you that I don't think that the clouds are re-downloading these to your phone.
Wait, when
so
mine
I don't
is-
believe that. Yes. So that's not happening. Do you see the photos?
No.
Okay. Well, Bryan, let's get to your phone. Let's see we unlock here. Well, Amy, you want to know if Bryan has any explicit photos on his phone. Bryan says he does not. My unlock the phone investigators searched his photos and found that Bryan is telling the truth.
about what?
He doesn't have any new explicit photos. Amy, you want to know if Bryan has been communicating with other women. Bryan says he's not. My unlock the phone investigators searched his apps and found that Bryan is not telling the truth. He has 2 deleted dating apps, Tinder and Happen, and was last active on Tinder in September 2023 and Happen June of 2023.
And
were you aware of that?
I probably went on it and checked it, and then I deleted it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Amy, you want to know if Bryan has been on any questionable websites. Bryan says he's not. My unlock the phone investigator searched his phone and found that Bryan is not telling the truth.
What?
Bryan has been on dating profiles on 4 dating sites, including Amish Dating, Cougar Dating, Hookup Dating,
that was
and
such a...
datingtips.com.
Yeah, is that...
That wasn't recent,
Yeah.
That wasn't recent? Okay.
No, those
What
were
was the
such a
date?
long time ago, like just when I was wilding out. That's
Okay.
what, you know.
Yeah.
So you know about these as well? So
I
you know about
mean,
these.
what were the other 2?
Amish Dating, Cougar Dating, Hookup Dating, and datingfish.com.
Those were just...
I think it was... I don't...
Okay. Amy, you want to
I'll
know if
look
Bryan
at
has
it.
been deleting evidence from his phone. Bryan says he is not. My unlock the phone investigator searched his phone and found that Bryan is not telling the truth. He deleted 1,504 text now messages. He has also deleted 1 from recent contacts and 1 from another messaging app.
Text.
Do you know about those? Okay.
No, you could tell her everything. I know I'm...
The interesting part is, to be honest with you, I feel like even if you knew what they are, it wouldn't really concern you.
I want to know.
I know I'm 150% positive that it was way before me and her became even an item. And text now is just one of those apps that I would use to communicate with her when she's blocked, or when she blocks me or something like that. I never use text now. I always use my phone.
Well, my producer told me that my Unlock the Phone investigator also found a video that they want me to see.
Bryan, I said leave me the alone, and look at you, keep breaking in. You fat get the away from me. Yeah, I am miserable because of you. Get the away from me. I am in 30 hours. You can die and get the away. This is my room. I've been here for 2 years. You can leave. Watch. You will be the one to go. Bring them here and watch. When everything is broken from the inside.
So you two get violent.
That's fine. I don't care.
You two get violent.
It's gotten
I see
where
the
the
door.
doors are broken. Yeah, it's gotten to that point where, like, when you yell at me, I instantly shut down and leave and walk away, and I'm leaving you. I don't want to do this no more, to the point where, like, I lock myself in a room and it doesn't move. Doors
So I'm going
don't
to tell
work.
you this. Before I even saw that video, this only confirmed what I was about to say. You two are in a very codependent relationship. But both of you are holding on to something and getting something from each other that is completely what you're codependent to, but you're so unhealthy. And the saddest part for me is that it's breaking down both of your self-esteems. I even just watched your body language, Bryan, in that video of how you walked away. And I'm not saying you didn't say horrible things to. I'm sure that you said completely horrible things right after I heard that.
I know I'm horrible, and that's the reason I emailed you, is because I wanted help.
So let me show you what just happened right there. And I appreciate you emailing me. So what I'm going to do is try to identify the behavior for you so you can see how you can be better. You know you're horrible. See, that codependency is making you horrible, and so every time you say, I know I'm horrible, you just start to bring your self-esteem down more and more, which then makes that fear of what else could be out there bigger and bigger, and you don't get out of it. And you're basically breaking yourself down every single day, you as well. You're in a cycle of making yourself feel worse.
And I feel like when I was working, before the foot thing, is like everything was perfect. And then it's like ever since I've been stuck home, it's like it sucks,
I get that.
And it's made it worse, and
It's past worse now. It's past worse because to see your doors broken, to see how y'all are communicating with each other, y'all are one step away from one of y'all making a rash decision and one of y'all ending up in jail.
And I totally agree, and I've told him that. I was like, either we have to go our separate ways because I feel like one of us is going to end up in jail or hurt, and I don't want that.
But
do
you have the courage for one of you to leave?
That's
the question.
I want to make it work. Like, I really know, like, I know him and I know him before, like, this, when we're around each other. Like, I want to make it work.
So you answer my question, you don't have the courage to leave. Do you have the courage to leave?
I got the courage to do whatever makes anybody happy. Like, I would do whatever.
And my question, do you have the courage to leave to make yourself happy?
I don't want to know what life is without her, because I've always been around her. And, if we have to be friends, I would rather be friends.
See, the thing is until you two stop feeling like you have to be responsible for each other, you're never going to start learning how to be responsible for yourselves.
And I agree.
And the thing that makes me sad about this is that it's really, truly affecting your self-esteem. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. And it breaks my heart because I see two people who used to be vibrant, who used to be happy. I still see the glimmer in both of your eyes, and I see it slipping away. I really do. And it breaks my heart because you shouldn't have this. You shouldn't have this.
Yeah, no.
You know.
It's like, it makes sense in the fact that I'm like, I love you so much. I don't want to take care of your feet for the rest of my life.
All of it makes sense to me. I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't blamed one of you for being the bad person.
He's not a bad guy at all.
And you're not a bad woman either. You've just gotten to a place where you're so codependent that you're now hurting each other. You're hurting each other over and over again. Both of you have tears in your eyes.
Well, because I love him, and like, I know, like, that's why we're like reaching out for help, because like we want to like
I
this.
promise you, I'm giving you the best help I can. Trust me. If I thought y'all could stay together, I would give you some tips on how to do it.
Yeah.
That is what I would do for you. So do yourselves a favor and talk about how you're going to work together and be intentional about getting out of this codependent relationship. And the step to doing that is y'all got to separate. Notice I didn't say break up, because maybe you might be able to make the love work, but it's not going to work with you all being responsible for each other in that same house. Seriously. I wish you both the best of luck. I'm going to talk to you some more backstage so we can really talk, but I really wish you the best of luck,
Thank you.
all right? Seriously.